yet every song sounds different. Do you purposely sort of, when you're doing an album, sort of make not only the songs sound different, but the sounds within the in the recording?
Yeah, I think that's essential, that you change all the time.
Have there been many songs that you've recorded that that have been scrubbed, for instance, that we may never ever hear?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah?
Some of them. Yeah.
Oh, the worst of ever.
Yeah, the worst of ever. In 5 years' time or something.
I wonder how you do a film clip of all of that. Rita, when did you first meet up with the two boys?
I met Benny first of all in 1969, and then he had to work together with Björn for a long time. So in that way I met Björn also, you know. And I fell madly in love with him, and so how it started.
And when did you first start singing with Benny and Lord?
It was 71, wasn't it? Yes, 1971.
And what about you, Anna?
Yes, it was at the same time, but Frida and I was solo singers, you know,
and
before.
Very successful, I believe.
Yes.
More successful than we were.
Yeah. After Waterloo and the success of Waterloo, which was also the first hit you had in Australia, there was a gap of around about 6 months. And I Do was the follow-up to Waterloo, and I believe that that I Do, SOS, and Mamma Mia were in actual fact recorded all together at around about the same time. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right.
And I Do started to take off on the Australian charts in a small way. And then we had Mamma Mia through television and that, and bang, it went to #1 like that. Did you ever think that Mamma Mia was a potential single?
Oh, well, I
don't think. Honestly, I didn't believe in that song.
No.
No.
Well, I know that all four of us thought that I Do was the strongest number on the album, but I think Benny thought Mamma Mia was pretty good.
What did you think of Mamma Mia?
I like it very much, yes. But it's always, if you don't have a distance to what you've been doing, I mean, like we're working now with a new album.
Yeah, right.
We got something like 9 numbers. It's very hard to kind of tell what they are like before you're finished.
Well, were you surprised then that Mamma Mia went to #1 in Australia in such a short time like that, after it had been released as a single?
No, not really surprised, I think, because we always thought it was a good number.
Pleased?
Yeah, very pleased.
Well, what is your approach when you go into a recording studio?
Well, what we have is basically a song, a melody. Sometimes we don't even have the lyrics. And we don't have any prejudices about how to do it. It just develops while we're working in the studio. And as far as the backing track is concerned, and then when the girls put on the vocals, can change again. So we never know what's going to come out.
Well, with for instance, when you two sit down, do you actually sit down and write songs together, or is it sort of like an Elton John, Bernie Taupin situation where one may write the lyrics and then go, no?
No, we do all the job together.
Yeah.
When we write songs, that's very important. I mean, you get influences, and somebody can say, well, I don't like that, so let's forget about it.
Yeah.
We always try to achieve a feeling that we both feel that this is what we want.
Yeah.
And as Björn said, the essential thing is to get a hook to put the rest of the song around. I think it's very important, and that's what we mainly are looking for. That takes a lot of time, especially if you want to keep changing different styles.
And we finally come to the one that's the current seller in Australia at the moment and all across the world, which is Dancing Queen. Can you just tell us a little about how you actually wrote Dancing Queen and what it is about?
Well, it's about it's a girl, ordinary girl, and she only lives actually when she's in the disco dancing.
There is one funny thing about it. I can tell you, I think it's the first song we wrote when Björn played, electric guitar while we were writing, because he normally uses acoustic.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the reasons why it came up, because it's a different sound when you sit down with only a piano and the guitar. Nothing really happens. You have to think in your head about drums and bass and all that, and the electric guitar made a lot of the feel from the beginning.
Works really well. And do you like it? I mean, I know one should never ask artists what is their favourite song, but
Just now, you mean?
yeah, well, forever. But is Dancing Queen one of your favourites?
No, actually not. It's a new one called That's Me.
That's Me.
Will come in our next album.
Oh, it's the flip side.
Yeah, it's
Of
the flip
Dancing
side.
Queen.
Yes, it is, yes.
Oh no, is it? Well, there's
like
two
it?
hits. Oh no, I'm not saying that. I was just thinking of flip sides, you know. Sure to be a double A. And Frida, what's your favourite song?
Oh, I like Dancing Queen very much. You know, I had the same feeling as Anna told you about before. You know, when you freeze on a song.
When Benny and Bourne come up with a batch of songs and play them to you, do you have any sort of disagreement about how it should be performed?
Yes, sometimes we have, but actually it usually is so good, so we don't have to change anything, you know.
Thank you.
And our work mainly begins when we come to the studio and do the vocals.
Do you like working in a recording studio, Anna?
I love it.
Yes?
I think that's the best of the whole thing, to work in the studio. I really love it.
I've just heard your new single. I've just heard a new record that you've just come out with and just completed in the recording studios, which I'm told could be the new single after Dancing Queen, which is Money, Money.
Money, 3 times.
Money, money, money. I see. I'm sort of always, sort of being a pop critic, I think, well, you know, perhaps there's got to be a lull. And yet I think perhaps Money, Money, Money is one of the best things you've ever done. Okay, well now the $1 million question for Australian listeners and viewers and record buyers.
What colour is an orange?
What colour is an orange? No.
That's Queensland.
Yeah, that's for Queensland, all right. For New South Wales, Victoria and the rest, and Queensland, are you going to come back to Australia? And are you going to tour? And can we see you live in concert?
Yes.
Saying any more than that? Frida?
Yes, hopefully we are coming back in March.
In March?
Yes,
Yeah.
and doing a tour.
You know, we had vague plans about going there in November for a tour.
Yeah.
But we had to postpone that because we didn't find the time.
Yeah.
But now we really want to come in March.
Fantastic. So we'll probably see you in an open-air concert venue in
Hopefully,
March.
yeah.
Well, I suggest you start booking, I don't know, I won't even say how to get your tickets because I think there could be massacre on the streets.